What's up, Alphas? It's your boy Alphas. Man, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And we back here with the GGC Mafia show. For y'all that don't know, GGC Mafia is the combined efforts of the Blurred Cartel and Overall 99 Media. I am the CEO, owner of Overall 99 Media and Overall 99 Entertainment. Below me is my co-host of GGC Mafia Presents. The tier list is Hollywood Sensei. How you doing, Hollywood?
Yes, sir. Hollywood Sensei, Sensei of the Blurred Cartel, CEO status, co-creator of the Blurred Cartel. Yeah, man, and CEO, co-CEO. Shout out my boy Spider Kang. But yeah, GGC Mafia, we in the building. Tier list, super villains. Let's go.
Yeah, Supervillian. And I'm also joined by the scumbag himself, the Duke of Debauchery, Afro Coming 765. How you doing today?
You already know. Your local neighborhood scumbag. Here to give the GGC Mafia fans their daily dose of dirtbag. It's a debut. I'm happy to be here. Super Villains was just too hot for me to sit out. I can't lie. I had to impose myself on you gentlemen. I apologize.
No problem. But let's get started. Let's go see the list for everybody that want to see. Let me hide so y'all can continue to see. I had to start off cooking. You got to start off cooking. I could not let it not cook.
Yeah.
So of course we starting out with the one, the only Magneto. What tier list are we putting Magneto in?
Magneto is a real nigga. You know what I mean?
He fought without a heart.
Because he's a real nigga and he was always, Charles was always, listen, Eric, we gotta save the humans. We gotta work with them. We gotta be together. And Magneto was like, boy, if you don't, like, nah. So
They are lynching us in the street.
S tier because he knew what he was here for. Like, I mean, he knew what he was doing.
By Lala, by the way. Shout out to Lala.
I can't help but I was gonna say A tier, but if y'all niggas think S tier, I'm not gonna argue with that because Magneto's got the feats too, like the super villain feats. This nigga has organized mutants to kill niggas in so many different fashions in so many different ways. I mean, he's fought niggas that he has no business being in the ring with and still somehow makes it out. I mean, even in recent time, we were talking about before we started, Avengers versus X-Men versus Eternals. This nigga fought Uranus without a heart, was running on electromagnetic energy, storm was funneling through his veins after. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with S tier if that's where I was thinking. A tier was my initial thought, but S tier Magneto. I mean, he's mutant Malcolm X. Let's just keep it a stack, yo. I mean, come on. We've been saying it for years.
I tried to
low key. Magneto isn't really a villain.
Yeah. I agree with that. Like Magneto's low key not a villain, but Lobo didn't make this list, folks. Spoiler alert.
Magneto never saved the universe.
He saved he saved Mars. He saved Mars after Uranus showed up with giant death.
Only because that's where the mutants lived. He did not care about the rest of the world.
Uranus didn't pop up on Earth until later. That nigga showed up on Mars. Was like, I'm gonna kill everybody in an hour.
Yes. I'm gonna give him S tier because he is probably one of the most well-known, one of the best villains here.
And before he got his anti-hero status, he had mad feats of villainy. So
he had mad villainy. Shout out to MF.
That's what say. Never forget, y'all niggas remember he ripped the adamantium out of Wolverine's skeleton, bruh. Made that nigga go feral, running around trying to stab people he loved with bone claws.
Next up, we had Amanda Waller. The only person I seen that made Batman shut up.
Man.
Amanda Waller is a very interesting character. She's more famous because she got Viola Davis playing her. She was always strong in the animated comic book, whereas she wasn't the most beastliest of villains. But she did run a lot of stuff you found out behind the scenes that was messed up in the world of DC.
Amanda Waller she's high tier. She's like an A, borderline S, because like she has no power. None. You know what I mean? And she has her hands in all the nefarious plots there is. Like, I mean, you know if something crazy going down, Waller got a hand in it. You know what I mean? She either know about it or she orchestrated it. You know what I mean? It's nothing that's not going past her desk. You know what I mean? And for that, I'll give her A. You know?
Okay, I find A far more agree. S, and this is no disrespect to Amanda Waller, but I've looked at the list that he has, and like if Amanda Waller was going into S, I feel like S tier is just going to look stupid crazy for it's all said and done. My personal vote was like I was thinking like B, maybe C, but I'm not the biggest. I'm not the biggest DC aficionado. I'm a little bit more than surface level readership.
I'll
But
be so generous.
So you
see,
try.
I was thinking B. C, I just didn't want to.
Well, Lala say Hollywood.
She's a D tier. She's a D tier villain.
Hey, she said that, not me. I was thinking C. I was being generous saying B, but C was my initial thoughts. But Hollywood put it out. I mean, she does. She has her hands in a lot of
She
stuff.
has no powers and is. Come
But
on.
bruh,
Most of these.
Exactly why
A-
she can be so easily.
I feel like C is respectable for her, but B would be the highest I could say Amanda Waller could go. But I don't know how the friends. I am a guest here. I'm just
She's
That's
the United
villainous.
States.
That's villainous. The United States is the biggest villain in the world
She's
right now.
just representative. She's just a scapegoat for the white man.
but
That
you
take
got
even more villainous.
Hollywood. You gotta admit these villains, the villains she be trapping, them niggas be getting out of them fucking explosive collars. Like
Hey,
niggas be getting away from Amanda Waller sometimes.
oh,
Yo,
but she
wait.
catching though. That's the problem.
I mean,
Why
she
because February was over, why we keep disrespecting these black folks like this?
She ain't got no
Like,
I'm not.
power.
See, that's why I tried to. That's why I said B to begin with, because I didn't want it to make sound like I was putting down black women. But C is my initial thought on Amanda Waller.
black folks since February ended.
But I think her being higher than B tier is crazy. Her being higher than B is crazy.
I'm just giving
I'm
it
being higher than C is crazy.
I'll give her the A just because, like I said,
that A is way
it's
too
no,
hefty.
she don't got no
It's too
power.
Yeah, A is too much for her. Like
high.
Gotta see what you gotta what. That's how they gonna decide.
C was my initial thought. C was my initial thought. B was being respectful.
It's too high.
I got C. Hollywood got A. If Tori said B, we get B. If she C, she C. Lala said D. So
Put her in C. Put her in C. I'll go C. Because I don't really. B is the most she could be, in my opinion.
By the way, I look, like I said, if you below D, if you D or below, you trash. But anything higher than D, you solid.
It's still a passing grade. At least you ain't got like F and W tiers.
Oh, I do need to add an F, but
F tier should
but
definitely
to be
be in there
honest with you,
somewhere.
but I'll be honest with you, most of these villains is very popular anyway, so I don't think.
I was just saying, I looked through the list you had. It looked like a lot of just like
it's like
faces of the heels.
We got Enchantress up next. Probably one of the most powerful villains on this list.
Enchantress is C tier all day, in my opinion, though.
All she really do.
She's mostly a side character. She got power though.
She just trying,
She could be so much better than what
she trying to get slayed by Thor. He not really paying her no mind, so
or she trying to play Thor and Loki against each other, some type of shit.
We putting on D tier.
Damn, is she gonna be? If she don't put her as the first D, I'm there for it.
I think she's a D tier. Ain't even much talk about her and Thor go at it. She's kind of a love interest for her and him and Loki sometimes. Some of her stories interesting, but Thor as in general, if you read Thor comics, unless it's an interesting villain, Thor comics are rough. Thor is a rough comic book.
Yeah. Well, there's been some D. I'll hold on now. I don't want to just say there's been some decent
If the villain is not dope, Thor is very mid. The villain carries Thor. Come. Let's not.
I'm just saying Thor's had some interesting storylines once we've added in the Guardians of the Galaxy. Of course, we all know how influential Gore was, but Gore's been 4, 5, 6 years ago now, so that's been a good long minute.
Again, the
But
villain and other people make him interesting.
Jane Foster was an interesting Thor run. I
She
read a
not
good
even Thor.
No, but she was Thor, nigga.
They had to make
Thor's
somebody that's Thor to make Thor interesting. I'm just saying.
But hey,
We
I'm
got
not. I'm just saying. In
we got
recent, the old Thor storylines were definitely a little lackluster. They've done better here in recent years. That's all I'm saying.
we got Annihilus.
Ooh. Hey, on sheer power, Annihilus could be A tier in my opinion. If y'all wanted to go S, I wouldn't look at anybody crazy.
He's a B tier, even though the annihilation wave is crazy
I was going to
because
say,
it would be a major threat in Marvel, DC, whatever comic publication you want to put it in. The annihilation wave is crazy, but Annihilus as a villain itself really don't got that much depth to him.
he's got Galactus vibes to a certain extent. You know what I mean? He shows up for a little bit. He wreaks havoc. You find a way to get him out of the paint before he can do too much damage.
Yeah, but I think he's solid. He's very powerful. If you go on power, you got to
look higher. I was gonna say on power alone. If we're talking sheer fuck shit up, my bad. Sheer mess stuff up. He could be A tier, but I wouldn't argue with a B.
He gets a little lower because he's not really super interesting, and he hasn't like that much depth, so he has to go to B tier. But he's always fun when he shows up, so I don't have no problem with that. Next up, we got the first mutant, Apocalypse.
Oh, S tier.
S tier all day.
Come on now. Apocalypse is a S tier nigga. Like everything he do is S tier. Like
I don't have no problem.
I mean,
hey, this nigga been around since before Jesus rolled up, bruh. I mean, he's a real dude. So you agree, Denzel, man? S tier for.
It's hard to ever argue with. It's hard to ever argue with Apocalypse. Next up, we have Ares, the God of War.
I love Ares.
Yeah, DC Ares.
I'll give him a B tier.
I was thinking C or B myself. So Wonder Woman's done beat that nigga's ass a bunch.
Definitely.
Batman took his power.
He did.
It made him
shout out to Dark Knight's. Did we put the Joker who laughs on this list or just regular Joker? I mean, the Batman who laughs on this list.
We just put we didn't put him
just
on
the Joker. I mean,
yeah.
I C tier for Ares. I feel like
it's hard for me to do. We got a big boy again. We got Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor.
I think and like I said, I'm not a big DC fan, but in my opinion, Lex Luthor could definitely be A tier because that nigga's making his money work for him. That nigga be giving niggas problems.
A tier. He do be with all this shit when it comes to getting Clark the fuck out of here.
I was gonna say if it's got anything to do with the Kryptonian, Lex Luthor is the nigga to call. He's gonna give him some problems.
Next up, we got the Beyonder, probably the strong top 5 strongest on here. He's probably, if not the strongest, the Beyonder.
Yeah, the Beyonder was a menace.
Original Beyonder or retcon Beyonder?
Well, they kind of in the latest comics they kind of made them all the same.
White jumpsuit.
Remember there was a time when the Beyonders was a race.
Yeah,
after they were a single dude.
Yeah, they called him a baby. He was a baby. That's why.
Yeah, I would say he was a baby.
They retconned the first one was just a baby who just transferred up. So he was part of the race.
I still low key still like the '80s look of the Beyonder. Y'all remember he had like the swooped up sword looking bangs, almost like All Might kind of between All Might and Wolverine. He had the big silver shoulder pads and shit.
Yeah,
David Hasselhoff looking Beyonder. I'll give him a B.
I could definitely agree with Beyonder in B tier.
Bizarro.
Ooh.
What's up? Bizarro Superman.
Man.
It's C tier.
You say C tier?
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna go D, honestly, but I love Bizarro as a character.
Lala, what you think?
What we talking about?
Bizarro.
I don't know. I was not like overly impressed by him. I would say like probably like
I'm trying. I want to kind of put him in D tier. Not gonna lie.
Like I said, I was thinking D.
he was
But I
fine.
love
He was just
Bizarro.
there because Superman was OP and they needed somebody to fight Superman because he was OP. And they're like, so
And
let's
it,
just make another version of Superman.
but it was one of those things where it's so cheesy it worked.
By the way, he wasn't. I don't even think he was the first one. They tried to make another version of Superman. This is just the one that happened to work.
Is Solomon Grundy on here?
Nah, we didn't make the list.
Solomon Grundy.
Batman's got such a fun rogues gallery, bruh. Like, there's some characters in there.
But yeah, I'm giving him a D tier. Hey, Lala. Who else we got on here? Next up, Black Adam.
Black Adam A tier.
B tier.
Black Adam is an A tier nigga. I mean,
I agree with. Hey, we got a whole list of evenness because I do agree with it. Next up, we got Black Cat. On the power scale, and she's lower than most, but she's a very interesting character.
Black Cat C tier.
I was gonna say C tier.
I mean, she ain't no Norman Osborn.
Not at all.
Next up, Black Manta.
Black
C
Manta.
tier. I think Black Manta's C tier.
Black Manta a B tier. Cause he be fucking shit up.
With his laser eyes.
Between B and C for me.
He's evil underwater Cyclops.
I'll go with C. Shout out to how everything. Let's see what's going on. Okay, we got Brainiac up next.
Ooh.
Who next?
Brainiac.
I give Brainiac B tier. Maybe A tier. I like Brainiac does good work, yo.
Yeah, Brainiac is a very interesting character.
He's another planet killer. That nigga, once he got his hooks in, Krypton was donezo.
I feel like he used to would have been an A tier, but I feel like lately he's dropped down to B a little bit. Like when I was young, I thought he was dope, and then I kept reading it, and they like, no, this dude ain't
from the cartoons, bro. I feel like the '90s cartoons did Brainiac real good. He fucked those up.
And then the comics kind of hurt him.
Yeah.
How the hell?
Now we turn on Brainiac?
I was saying A or B. So
yeah, I said B tier.
B tier.
How about you?
I'll give him B. Oh, man.
Brainiac is a real good villain. Bullseye, Daredevil villain.
Bullseye is a D just because of the horrible shit fucking in the movie. Who's the famous dude that played him in the man, why can't I remember Homeboy's name? But
I know you're talking about.
In the Elektra movie, or was it the early 2000s Daredevil movie? But
that's when they were just putting famous people in movies.
Yeah, man. But whoever he was a famous dude. But I didn't like that, so I say D.
Born Center, he was amazing at coming, but hopefully he do a good job with. I don't know if he'll be in. I don't know if they might not need him, but he'll be a dope addition to Born Center Daredevil on the TV show when it come out.
Yeah, I feel like he's a super. You could really do him well on TV because you don't need a whole bunch of special effects and stuff for a Bullseye.
He might can move up to see off the TV show, but Toy, right, that movie didn't do him no justice. That's what most people know him from. We're getting into a Flash villain, Captain Cold.
Captain Cold is D tier in my opinion.
Yeah, nobody cares about Captain Cold. D tier.
I thought you were gonna say somebody like.
Hold on, what do you say, Bullseye?
Bullseye, I give Bullseye like a C tier.
Oh, so yeah, I went D.
So Mantori went D, so that overall D. So Carnage, we got to a good one.
Carnage is A tier in my opinion. I wouldn't argue saying S. I might damn near say S.
Yeah, A for me. Holly,
Carnage.
yeah, I got him A. Tori got him. What you got, Tori?
I'll go A too, but like I said, I wouldn't. You could sway me towards S because I love Carnage.
Carnage. Carnage is more of a B tier for me.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you watch the movies, you probably bring him down.
But I think about Total Carnage as a comic book run. Think about freaking
Carnage been getting murked lately.
Carnage Island. I mean,
like he the same thing as Brainiac to me. Back like if you asked me 10 years ago, Carnage would probably be A for me.
But Carnage is another one. I got a love from Carnage. I got a love for Carnage from like the '90s TV shows once again, and then I just like to read him once I got older.
Yeah, he kind of
Cletus Cassidy is one of the most deplorable humans ever, and the fact that he was the first person in the comics that we ever saw to get perfect symbiosis. You know what I mean? The Carnage symbiote was just as crazy as Cletus was, so they were really that perfect unison. So that's how sort of like, because you know how we're in this Venom run right now with Meridius and everything. It's sort of Carnage had that before that in the Total Carnage run.
We got Cheetah. Wonder Woman villain.
Cheetah is D tier for me.
Yeah, D tier. Same with Clayface.
Man.
I'm not gonna Clayface. Unless Tori disagree and bring him up.
No. Clayface can be in D tier because the most I would say is maybe C because I'll be feeling bad for that nigga. He's ugly and he just be getting stomped out. He'll never really win. But I suppose that's the mark of the villain. You never really win.
The Dark Phoenix.
I put Dark Phoenix in A tier, me personally. I just don't know how liberal we're getting with S's, so that's why I say A.
Dark Phoenix, just off of being a menace alone, is S tier, but I'll give her A.
I was about to say, if you guys want to go S, I'm fine with Dark Phoenix being an S tier because the Phoenix Force is crucial, and when it's in demon mode, it's something completely different.
We got the Ace Dark Side. He's out here.
Oh, S tier.
S tier. I agree. Dark Side.
Next up, we have Deathstroke.
Oh, S tier.
Hold on. I'd say A. I'd give Slade Wilson A tier.
Slade Wilson is S tier.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Teen Titans brought him up, dog.
I mean,
that man had Robin get that man PTSD.
He definitely did that, and it played the long into years as Nightwing too. So I mean, he did him bad.
What do I give him? I want I'm sorry, my S tier got to be exclusive to certain people that I already got in my mind. So I've got a few. I got a few.
Now we turn on Slade Wilson. This is crazy.
Hey, listen, that list at the top gonna be looking mad crazy, and I don't know if he gonna be able to fit later on. Well, we might bring him up, but next up we got Doomsday.
See, that's why you got to put in like F tier.
Doomsday is S tier.
Yeah, I'd say that he killed Superman, bruh. He sort of ruined deaths in comic books if you look at it in hindsight too, but I mean S tier all day. Doomsday is different.
He did give Superman his only great early story run for me because the rest of them.
Yeah, the death of Superman was an amazing story run. I mean, if they'd have just kept him dead.
They had to bring him back for the Justice
League. They had to. But that's sort of I sort of like because we wouldn't have got black suit, long hair, 90s Superman without that. So I mean, and that stuff is just iconic to me.
It did make Superman more immortal though, and like okay, he can just rescan his DNA and come back to life from
he just bounced back. I mean,
he's really God now. You cannot stop him.
Yep, them Kryptonians is different.
As long as you got a son, he will always come back. Dormammu.
Dormammu's A tier in my opinion. He has done some masterful things comic book wise.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean MCU. I'm gonna need y'all to fix y'all portrayal of Dormammu.
Yeah, we definitely
What
need a
y'all
better
did in
Dormammu.
the Doctor Strange movie was disrespectful. I mean, but
Blatantly
Dormammu is an A
disrespectful.
tier.
Shout out to this Dormammu for being one of my mains in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
his
I be
powers.
trashing boys with Dormammu. Give me a good Dormammu Dante freaking Firebrand team. Trashing boys.
Doctor Octopus.
Doc Ock.
Eh, Doc Ock is S tier in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. He's different, bro. And he got 8 arms.
I give Doc Ock. I mean, uh,
I like Doc Ock as Spider-Man almost more than Peter Parker.
definitely Superior Spider-Man.
The
What's that nigga?
Superior Spider-Man was one of the best comic runs I've seen in a long time. It was just good all the way through.
But can I sit Doc Ock with Magneto and Apocalypse?
That's my problem with all this. That's why I can't put him.
I give him B tier.
Oh,
If I give him B, that means he's B.
yep. I was gonna say, you're
Ask Lala. How the hell see what can we get him if he gonna be BA?
Again,
Doctor Octopus.
Dr. Ock. Dr. Ock is good. Dr. Ock is good. He can be like A or B.
Which one? A or B, Lala?
B.
You don't think he's A?
I don't got him up there with Slade Wilson.
Alright, he could be B because Green Goblin would be.
Okay.
I mean, Norman Osborn.
Hey, I was gonna say, Green Goblin is an S tier.
That man
villain,
took over he took over Shield. You know what I mean?
Bruh. He took over Shield, AIM, and Sword. What are we talking about?
Universe. S tier has to be universe level threats.
No. Because you got to think there's different ways of villainy. Of course,
Right.
you got to take into like ending the world, but you got to think about like the mental constraints to be able to put a superhero through the kind of mental torture that some of these villains do.
Right.
That's a different art and skill all into itself.
You would consider people would consider Joker S tier, and he ain't
Joker's S tier all day, and
spoiler. The last one. Y'all notice I put Magneto first and Joker last, and Doctor Doom in the middle. That's why I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pick the 3 favorites and separate them by a lot. That way everybody know Magneto first, Doctor Doom second, and whatever. Emma Frost. We're at Emma Frost now.
Emma Frost is B tier in my opinion. Maybe C tier.
Bad bitch Emma Frost.
C tier.
I give her a B because she's a bad bitch. Just give her.
She is amazing, but
I mean, she step out in that white at that, you know.
But we ain't gonna act like the Stepford Cuckoos weren't a thing, but they're still a thing. It's still really weird.
Tori convinced me to see. Tori convinced me to see with that story. So he said this. Hey, so as he said that, I remember, and then I said, "Nope, I can't put him
I mean, she was the honorable black queen, the honorable white queen of the Hellfire Club, and everything.
Tori, I mean, how the hood? That storyline was terrible. I'm sorry.
Quentin Quire was on drugs to make his superpowers better and ended up killing one of them. So he turned into a sentient cloud of psychokinetic energy.
No, that got me down because I was 100% B, and then he said that storyline. I'm like, yeah, she got to get dropped just for that storyline. I'm sorry, that storyline was too bad. If I go off storyline,
and the Stepford Cuckoos are still there.
I got the wrong caption now. Let me try to follow how to Sensei. Remember to. Boy, y'all think it. Oh, there you go. Remember to go follow and sub to the Blur Cartel. All that stuff. Like and subscribe. If you're enjoying the content here, like and subscribe here. Or just hit that follow button. I appreciate it if you're on Facebook. Or Twitch, hit that follow button. I appreciate y'all. Next, Eric Killmonger.
I don't want this to sound disrespectful, okay? But Killmonger is B tier.
I have no problem with Killmonger being B tier. He's amazing, but
he's a really good villain. But
Eric Killmonger B tier.
Oh, I agree. Unanimous across the board.
B tier. B tier.
Next up, we got this universal planet-eating threat known as Galactus. And he's not a cloud, folks. He's not a cloud.
He is not a cloud.
A tier.
I agree. That's what I was thinking too. Galactus is A tier.
General Zod.
General Zod is C tier. He's not Superman.
Zod, I give him B tier.
Oh,
BC. What I give? I can't put him on that list with them, but I do like General Zod. That's a nice little. Green Goblin is up next. I know y'all can't really see it, but he's throwing a pumpkin at a little kid.
Green Goblin is S tier in my opinion.
That Green Goblin. All right, is that Green Goblin or Hobgoblin?
That's Green. Hobgoblin is
Green Goblin, not Hobgoblin.
The Hobgoblin is down here.
All right, Green Goblin S tier.
Hey, man, Red Goblin too. Shout out to Norman Osborn. I thought that was one of the greatest matchups ever. Making Norman Osborn have the Carnage symbiote as a canon thing was a great move because the Red Goblin was just shock factor.
Gorilla Grodd.
Definitely.
Gorilla Grodd is D tier in my opinion.
Yeah, he a D tier nigga.
Yo, the Flash villain's going through
it. until Zoom or Reverse Flash or freaking I don't really know too many. Flash Super. I was just outside of like Gorilla Grodd and I was gonna say we already did Cheetah, so and we did their Iceman guy.
Captain Cold.
Captain Cold.
That's what I'm saying. Captain Cold. All the Flash villains.
Captain Cold. Yeah, damn, they are just all getting D tiered.
Because you know it's only one Flash villain everybody care about. He just gotta keep fighting.
Reverse Flash is the only one.
Yeah, the Riddler's on it.
I'd give the Riddler B tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say B tier for Riddler.
He can stand next to Eric Killmonger. Shout out together. Harley Quinn, a popular one.
Wait, she's an anti-hero now, I feel like. She's on that same Lobo. You tried to do that to Lobo.
Hold up. The only time she was a good guy is basically when they try to put a collar on her neck to make her
but she's still right now. She's still, I think, some of the recent comic runs, she's been a freaking...
Tori, Lobo saved the universe twice.
Harley Quinn's definitely had her hand in saving the universe.
What did she do? She can't stop crime in Gotham.
Joker got hold.
She basically all-worded Nightcrawler.
And the Joker War, when they did the whole Joker War story arc, she was a hero basically.
Give Harley a C.
I'm with that. Even though I don't think she should be in the villain if Lobo isn't here.
B, neither is Harley.
What you say? How did you said B or C?
Yeah, I give her a C.
All right. I think he said C.
I think he said C.
Okay. I'm just making sure he went in and out. Next up we got Hella.
C tier.
I give Hella the same. I'd put Hella in C tier. I mean, she's super powerful. So if we're going off of like what she can do, she's the Norse goddess of the underworld. So
hey, I ain't gonna hold y'all though. C tier looking real yummy. I ain't gonna hold you.
I would say
I can't got a C tier.
There's some beautiful. There's quite the specimen residing in C tier. Are we low key just nagging these beautiful women?
Put them in C tier. That's why I abide in C tier right now. My heart is in C tier. Because S tier
mad misogynistic. We ain't gotta we don't have a female S tier.
We might have one soon.
I was gonna say we could have one before it's all said and done.
Yeah. Hobgoblin.
I'd give Hobgoblin B or A tier, me personally.
What do I give?
Because Norman Osborn is S, and Harry tried his hardest, but he ain't his daddy.
Hobgoblin, hallelujah. Oh, we just waiting for these stuff.
I was gonna say
Hobgoblin.
C tier.
Ooh, C tier. I said B.
C tier.
He said C. So C.
I'll see.
If I was to say if you're going C,
hey, Hobgoblin ain't ruining the vibe in C.
I was gonna say
got
Harry
the
is
club,
not
bro.
Harry is not Norman, bro. He tried, but that ain't it, kid.
We got Hush. Somehow Hush is very popular. I did not know that, so I'm making a list of 80 more popular.
It's from a recent comic run, but I'd give Hush D tier.
I didn't know. I gave Hush D tier, but he was popular on the list. So I had to put him on. I don't know. Let's see what Hollywood say when he get back.
Hollywood's a way more practiced DC reader, I feel like.
Hush, Hollywood. I don't know if he can be it.
Who the next one?
Hush.
Who?
Hush.
I'm gonna put him down. Hush. Hush dope though, but I think he don't have enough stories. I think Hush ain't got more because he don't have much stories as everybody else. We got Poison Ivy.
I don't care for. I give Poison Ivy D tier. Maybe
I give a C.
C at the highest for me.
C tier.
Okay.
I told you, Tori, the C tier looking.
I was gonna say C tier is just bad bitch. We can't even lie. C tier is the baddie tier.
C tier. Next we was Kang's. Oh, S tier.
Kang the Conqueror.
I would give Kang an A tier.
I have to give him an A tier, but even though Jonathan Majors might move him up soon, but
I was gonna say that he's doing an amazing job.
He was Kang's, my brother. We was Kang.
We were Kangs. We were Kangs.
You know what I mean?
Killer Frost is up next.
D tier.
Who? No, yeah,
Killer.
D tier.
Again, the Flash villains is going through it. King Shark.
Why do they have Captain Cold and Killer Frost? That's just mad unoriginal. But I guess the Flash, I'd put King Shark in C tier.
King Shark D. He's a bum.
I can't. He funny though when he's like with the Suicide Squad, but
yeah, he's stupid. But I could agree with D, but I still thought
he's a bum. B-U-M.
Ultron.
Ultron's A tier in my opinion.
Oh, Ultron and S tier.
Ooh.
He's an S tier nigga.
I have to give him A. I can't give him
bro, he had the Infinity Gauntlet. Who you talking about?
he did get, but you gotta admit, a lot of people done got after Thanos did it, Infinity Stones became a lot more prevalent.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the Kingpin.
I put Kingpin in A tier. I would put Wilson
Fisk in S tier.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's S tier. Come on, man.
Hey,
decide because I'm
gonna go with Hollywood. If he said that
your villain's favorite villain respects Wilson
I was gonna say everybody respects Wilson Fisk. He was mayor in New York.
Wilson Fisk at S is not generous at all.
Wilson Fisk can be president before it's all said and done.
Hey, but are we? Is he ahead?
Are we basing them as a villain based off their powers and all? Like you?
Oh no, it's just best. It's best villain.
Basing it off of what they've done as far as being a villain.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's different ways to scale villainy. You know what I mean? Because Wilson Fisk be torturing boys in the mind.
We going off power. We got to put Enchantress up, and then you got to just put some of the
I was gonna say if we were going off sheer destructive force,
Beyond got to be Beyond slapping everybody on this list.
This is the same nigga that paid a group of bums to run a train on a nigga's wife that he had beef with in jail.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean, that is villainous.
Like I said, that's why I agree with Hollywood. Wilson Fisk can go S tier. I said A initially, but that nigga don't play.
Dr. Doom.
Oh,
now the S tier.
Now this is the greatest. Come on. You want me to go on a 20-minute spiel about?
I put Doom. I'm not even the biggest Dr. Doom fan, but off of feats alone, between sorcery and science, Doom different.
Yeah.
I mean, Doom went to hell to save his mama. Got it confused.
I was gonna say Doom be treating him.
He made a whole country.
You gotta think we've had God Emperor Doom, We've had the Doom of all Dooms. That nigga went through and killed every variation of
No,
himself.
Doom was Iron Man for a point. Doom even went. He stole all the vibranium from Wakanda.
And he also got the Infinity Gauntlet.
And he did create a nation and said, "America, you can't touch me."
Latveria, he was like, "This is Latveria. If you come over here, I got sorcery, I got science. We can get it cracking. I'm blowing up nukes from across the country."
Fuck with these Doom bots if you want to.
I was going to say, the Doombots run in and like shake down the president. They go down, start smacking up the whole United Nations.
Kraven the Hunter.
C tier. I give
Kraven's a C tier nigga.
C tier.
You know. Yeah,
Well,
he ain't no
as long as this movie ain't, as long as there ain't no Morbin time when his movie comes around, he might come way better than old Michael Morbius did.
True.
But it can be Craven time if we don't watch
Doom
out.
is SS rank. Doom is like the highest rank of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Doom is definitely top tier.
We got Lizard.
But I definitely think you should add maybe an F tier in next time for one of the longer ones.
One of the whacker Spider-Man villains.
Yeah.
I'm not giving a damn about Lizard.
Hey, listen, all these are more popular. I didn't want to disrespect nobody, so I tried to
I agree. The Lizard's definitely
even technically all these at the bottom.
Shout out to Doc Connors though. Doc Connors was just trying to do his thing. He got caught. He just wanted his arm back. He just wanted his arm back.
You know,
Abomination.
D.
Hey, I go C tier for Abomination because Abomination be putting in work, bro.
I mean,
and he's Russian.
I give him a D. He's no Thunderbolt Ross. I'll give him a D.
No, the Red Hulk definitely put a slapping on. Most Hulks put a slapping on him, but
Loki.
I mean,
Loki's A tier at least.
Now, if you go off the movies, he's an anti-hero, but in the comic book, he is never a villain. He's a villain in the comic book.
Oh yeah,
Loki is an S tier because he's just.
So it's up to you, though, man.
If you look Menace up in the dictionary, it's a picture of Loki. Like, I mean,
he's the god of mischief.
Lala, you the tiebreaker. AAS. You AAS tiebreaker.
Loki?
Yeah, Loki.
Like, my personal preference, because I love Loki, I would want to put him at S, but I still don't feel like he's on the same level as all the niggas on S. I would put him on A.
This is crazy. Now we disrespect Loki.
I agree. Loki is A tier, but we can't talk about A tier. A tier is still a true.
Yeah, this is true too. This is also.
So we saying Doomsday is higher than Loki. That's what we saying.
I was kind of on Doomsday could be A too.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I was gonna say Doomsday could go down, but the fact that Doomsday killed Superman, I feel like holds a lot of weight in his S tier. He killed Superman.
Yeah, he did.
Did he? Because Superman came back.
Well, I know he ruined initially before they ruined deaths in comic books. He killed Superman. But if he didn't do that, we wouldn't have got 90s like long hair, black suit Superman, and that was a moment.
So we prove it. Are we gonna move Doomsday down?
I was gonna say we can move
Doomsday down if Loki's not an S.
I can agree with that. We can move Doomsday down.
Now if we going off power now, Lucifer Morningstar is next.
Oh well, I mean,
I feel like he's damn near an anti-hero. I hate to say, I know he's the devil, but
toilet. Let's be honest now.
Listen,
we're not going off the TV show.
I agree with Red Jones.
No, I was gonna say I've read a good little bit of.
Tor, he's either neutral or he's in the villainy, unless it come to a daddy. In the comic book, and then when he come to a daddy, he go protect and go.
All right, so we talking about Lucy.
He did kill his daddy, which is God in presence, and then he started up and almost entered the universe. So he kind of is like, and then other time it's neutral.
Michael is more of a villain than Lucifer.
I was thinking that too. Michael's
both of them villains,
but Michael's the militant one though.
Yeah.
But because
Lucifer's like, I just run. Yeah, he hangs out the club all day. That's all he does, really.
Because it's Lucifer, I'm gonna give him. Just because he could smack this whole list with his eyes closed. Just give him S. Just off of that.
But
I
he's
go
too chill.
I go A for Lucifer.
He's too non-involved though.
Power wise though, he could. If we were talking, like I said, if we were talking off of pure knocking boys down, he could.
Oh,
He definitely could be S tier.
Everybody on this list getting smacked by Lucifer.
As would say,
Beyond might be the only one that can stay close.
Yeah,
but everybody else
would be the only nigga that's and maybe and probably true form dark side because we don't.
Yeah,
we don't
I would say.
But that
dark side is just an avatar. You know what I mean?
But technically, hold up. In the latest comic, they did say, they did retcon that though. When he became pure evil, but he had to get that device to become pure evil. Dark side, because they're like, he's basically Lucifer Morningstar now, so he's basically evil, even. Because he's supposed to be representative of evil, and presence is good. So that's a. By the way, if y'all ain't never read about the comics of Lucifer Morningstar, it's amazing because that dude is incredible.
Facts.
It's a really good. It's a good.
The TV show good too.
The TV show is a TV show.
Listen, I love Lucifer. That's my. I'm gonna rewatch it just because.
Yeah. Next up, the Mandarin. Oh, he did. Somebody did make a case for Loki to be S tier. I don't know if y'all.
Yes.
I saw it, but Loki's A tier. Loki does get stuff done, but I feel like a lot of the hype comes from like recency bias. I don't feel like people would be jacking like this for Loki.
I agree.
Yo, it's hard.
Crazy. Now we turn on Tom Hiddleston fans.
Tom Hiddleston is amazing as Loki. I can't wait for Loki season 2 coming out here.
Oh, but Mandarin, Mandarin's a D tier nigga. I don't care about Mandarin.
I can go with that. He got some cool rings though.
Yo, the movie Mandarin was better.
Oh, are you talking about Iron Man 2?
No, that's the fake Mandarin. We talking about the one from Shang-Chi.
Okay. There we go. I was thinking, I was like,
we definitely not talking about him.
But you see, when you said movie Mandarin, I didn't think about Shang-Chi. I thought about Iron Man 2 Mandarin.
Oh no, we're not talking about him at all.
Is Fin Fang Foom on this list? If the Mandarin's here, where's Fin Fang Foom?
Fin Fang Foom.
Well, next up we got Scorpion.
Scorpion is C tier.
Yeah, he's a C tier.
I liked Scorpion when he got the Venom symbiote, though. I think that symbiote got passed around, man.
Next up, we got Mephisto. A crowd favorite, by the way.
Mephisto's an A tier in my opinion.
Yeah, he's an A because he's Mephisto is the modern day finesser.
Yeah,
I mean, you think these scammers?
He's the father of Nigerian scam calls.
Definitely.
He do work. He be making all kinds of deals.
That goes in and gets the list of the senior citizens, the call list to give the Nigerian scam.
Mephisto literally just snaps his finger and an Indian call center just appears.
Remember when he took all of Las Vegas to hell, the whole city? he was like, I'm just taking this shit.
They gambled, bro. Catwoman. Put in back. We put
tier with all the other baddies.
Put her in the bad bitch tier.
I was gonna say, put it in with all the other baddies. Throw her on in the C tier.
MODOK.
Damn, MODOK can go in C tier in my opinion too.
Yeah, MODOK is a C tier villain. I mean, his portrayal in the new Ant-Man movie is very D tier, but I mean,
that's a crazy look.
They kind of ruined MODOK in that movie, if I'm gonna be honest.
The Hulu show is actually good.
MODOK's always fun to fight in video games, though. They always do that well. It don't matter what game it is, if you're fighting MODOK in it. Because even in Marvel vs. Capcom, I know some niggas that main MODOK that will trash you.
Y'all know what time it is. It's Morbin time.
If you're a MODOK main, that's crazy, but you gotta have hands.
Hey, I was gonna say, I know some niggas that are literally MODOK mains.
Morbius D. Nobody cares about him. I don't even know how he got his own.
I would say D tier for Morb all day.
Like,
But Lobo couldn't make the
movie is
list.
crazy.
But Lobo.
Tori, Morbius.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Bro,
taking
once you
Lobo
save the
off.
universe twice, you can't be considered a villain. I'm sorry.
He's a slaver and he's white. He rides a motorcycle, wears a leather jacket, be enslaving people throughout the galaxy. He saved the universe so he can get some more slaves, Zelmay. I'm just saying.
We got Two-Face.
He is a white slaver.
He definitely is. And it's wild to say, I still love Lobo, even though that man is a pasty pale slaver.
You love your white slave.
my white half is like, yeah, we love Lobo. He got a mullet, bruh. But I respect that Lobo was white enough to make sure he went with the cultural appropriation and got rid of his mullet for dreadlocks. So he's still a villain, in my opinion. White slaver, cultural appropriation.
Dreadlocks is crazy.
I was gonna say, but
he's definitely a villain. He's definitely a villain.
Thank you. I'm glad y'all are seeing it finally.
Yeah.
Turn on Two-Face. Two-Face is D tier in my opinion.
Harvey Dent.
Harvey D.
I give Harvey a B.
I have to give him high too. He got a good story, bro. Harvey Dent is a great story. But since Tori gave it a D,
B, Harvey is at least a B or a A. Like,
but Tori gave him a D, so I had to bring it down. And I wanted him at B too.
The law of average.
Two-Face?
Yeah, I gave him a B. You gave him a B, so he got, and then Tori gave him a D, so he got to go. That's all. Unless Lala can bring him up. Is Lala gonna bring Two-Face up?
I'm not.
See, see, we stuck.
Harvey Dent hate is crazy in this house.
I tried.
I don't got no love for no public defender. I mean, no prosecutor. I got no love for no prosecutor. I can't do it. Even prosecutor turned villain. Anybody who was throwing niggas in jail, I ain't with it. You's a real villain, but you ain't.
I feel you.
Mr. Freeze.
C tier too.
Yeah, he's a C tier nigga.
That nigga simping hard.
Yo, Mr.
Wife.
Yo, Batman. Yo, if you look at Batman versus Mr. Freeze story, it's so sad. Batman just go beat up Mr. Freeze and locks him in jail.
It's definitely
Bruce Wayne just helped this man find a way to save his wife, dog. That's all you gotta do. He will
find a way to thaw her out, bruh, and he will quit his life of villainy.
No, Batman said, I gotta beat you up every time, dog. Is this not insane to y'all, though? Am I not crazy? All Bruce Wayne got to do is find a way to help Mr. Freeze save his wife, and he'll stop being a villain. But instead, I'd rather beat him up and throw him in jail.
Listen, Bruce Wayne, if I'm going to be...
Bruce Wayne has serious state of
Bruce Wayne could be S tier on this villain list. I'm just
saying. I was going to say facts.
Because
facts.
You know,
bruh, think about all the people with no insurance, all the simple criminals that aren't supervillains that he is laying up for months. They ain't got no insurance. You got a broken jaw, you got a broken leg, you eating through a straw. You're gonna have to go to more crime after you get. He's a perpetual crime machine. Why do you think that Gotham never gets any better, bro?
Y'all ever wonder when Mr. Freeze tell Batman his story, why he don't be like, oh, I could help this man, he'll stop?
Yeah, like, bro, you got all the money in the world, you can't find a way to thaw out this nigga's wife?
At least try. Even if you fail, try.
But you won't kill the Joker. You won't kill the Joker.
If he tried, he don't even have to save her. If he fund just a little bit and help him, he could just research.
That was what I was thinking. You can kick him some money.
Bruce Wayne could have logically put an end to all these villains with just.
Except Joker. Joker's crazy.
No, he needs to just kill the Joker. If he would just kill the Joker.
And just eliminate the Joker for once. You know what I mean?
And then just help everybody else.
It shouldn't have took Superman hallucinating and going crazy for that man to die. Like,
Red Kryptonite is. Can we talk about the Joker? Where did the Joker find red kryptonite at? But he found it.
Yeah,
made this nigga fly his wife into outer space with their unborn child.
Yeah, we gotta say that for the end. But we're gonna get it. Next up, Mysterio.
Mysterio's D tier in my opinion. No, C tier because he made Wolverine kill all the X-Men. I didn't
Yeah,
forget
He
that.
did do that
he
side.
did do that. So yeah,
Like,
give him C tier.
Nebula. Hey, the only reason she's popular is just because of the
Man, nobody
Guardians of
gives
the
a
Galaxy
damn
movie.
about
I was
Nebula.
gonna say Nebula is D tier.
I had to put on the list because I was looking at like averages of top 100 villains, so she had to go up there, and because the movies, of course, she's popular now. So
Yeah,
Yeah, but Nebula, come on now.
yeah.
Thanos.
Thanos
Thanos
S
is
tier.
S tier. I
That's
was
not
gonna say
even this
we
man
ain't
that
got
had
a
the
mince
Infinity
word.
Gauntlet. He done had the heart of the universe. Like, come
Bruh.
I
on.
ain't gonna lie though,
Like,
without the movie, he go down to A because I'm sorry, his
No, you
reasoning
gotta
is
think
wild.
him
His reason,
even without the
simping
movie,
for
Thanos is
death
S
is
tier.
crazy. Him
Even
simping
without the
for
movie,
yo,
simping
S
for
tier.
death is
he
crazy.
made
But
Deadpool where he can't die just so he can't be with
no, but he'd go
that's
back up
crazy.
to S tier because Thanos can be. Think about how dope Kid Thanos is. Like in the Masters of the in the Avengers BC or
He made Deadpool immortal
of,
so he can't see
like
death again.
Kid
That's
Kid
crazy.
Thanos is a menace in the Masters of Evil.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, Kid Thanos is a pure menace.
Definitely.
Oh, Ocean Master, which is some reason is popular, and I had no clue why
Ocean
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 Master,
Master.
that's
Master
in the
is
D
C
tier.
tier.
Come on now.
Oh, I was gonna go C
How
tier
he
for
even
Ocean.
make this list?
He is popular. I don't know why he's so popular, but he
I
is.
In the
agree with you.
movie,
I'll go down to D tier just so we ain't gotta think
He
about
was
it.
ranked like 47th. I don't know how she's always ranked 47th, but
yeah,
somehow
That's
he's
no.
ranked.
crazy.
Whoever put Ocean Master on any list, stop smoking what you smoking, okay?
Yeah, you
Find a
gotta
new
get
supply.
two
I
better
went off
takes.
average. So
No,
I had
I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming who put him on the list. They just need a new
he was
supply.
47th, and I was shocked. That's how you know I knew to remember the number because I was like, I remember the number he was. I'm like, ain't no way this man ranked 47th.
Like,
Next up, Purple Man.
Purple Man.
Hey, Purple Man's B tier because he's a villainous ass
He
nigga.
Purple
he
Man
A or
he
B,
is
A or
a
B for me.
menace. He's a menace. So B
He
tier.
convinced the whole. He got on the microphone, convinced the whole city to kill each other.
Yeah, bro. And just the way he's done Jessica Jones throughout life, bro.
Oh, they said his power actually work on. Oh, in the latest comics, his power actually work on celestial beings. They found out.
Yeah, I
So
believe
if
Purple Man.
if he tell like the Beyonder what to do, they have to do it. I think they said if he told a celestial his power, they said his power is so strong that he could tell a celestial what to do. And I'm like, that's crazy. He that strong.
Well, they better have that nigga around when that one celestial wake up. When that nigga finally wake his ass up, they better
And
bring
they
him.
just announced that, by the way. And I was like, I didn't know he could. I thought he only could work on mortals. I didn't know he can go ahead and work on celestial. Now that's a problem.
No, after you gotta think after he got that bump from the Netflix TV show and everything, they had to make Purple Man a little bit more. They were like, we gotta give him a little more juice.
Oh boy! Shout out to Doctor Who, but he killed that role.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to
Matt
Dr.
Smith.
Yeah, Matt Smith is amazing.
Yeah, the dude can act.
Right, y'all know our boy, the
Ra's
leader,
al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul's A tier in my opinion. He's the head of the demon, bruh.
Listen, Ra's al Ghul is a menace. His daughter is equally
Yeah,
scandalous.
I was gonna say Talia al Ghul
No.
and his grandson. I mean, Damien ain't no.
Damien wouldn't be here if his daughter wasn't scandalous. You know what I mean? Because
Very true.
Bruce,
She took it from
he wasn't
Batman.
going having no kids.
Nope. She was like, "Give me that seed, Bruce Wayne."
So what would you give?
So
Give him an A2? How did that?
Yeah, A tier. You know what I mean? And if that's Mr. Sinister, I'm giving him A.
I agree. Mr. Sinister should be A tier.
He killed it. I love him in the anime. He's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, and like I said, people go out and read Sins of Sinister. It's a really good comic run. We're finally giving Mr. Sinister his props. The man is still evil as hell. He may have decided to work with the other mutants for a time, but putting him on the Quiet Council was a bad idea.
So next tier list, we gotta do superheroes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, Batman might be the biggest argument
make a
ever.
return for superheroes.
Next, we got Red Hood. Probably one of the best backstories to a villain.
He is an anti-hero.
Another anti-hero, but I'll give.
Hey, listen,
Because
they put him on the list for villains, and they didn't
Jason
put Nate on
Todd
the
is
logo.
my guy, so I'll give him
I
a.
was gonna say Jason Todd's my favorite Robin, low key. He got beat to death with a crowbar and came back, bruh. You know what I mean? Jason Todd different.
What we putting him at?
I'll give him a B.
I could agree with that B tier, even though I don't think he's a villain anymore.
I ain't gonna even fight you on him not being a villain, but some reason they kept saying you're a villain. So, oh, Red Skull.
A tier.
And then Red
He's
Skull
a
did that in Cosmic Cube.
yeah.
Yeah,
Andy
man.
was bruh. He's a Nazi.
And he's a Nazi.
Automatic
So
A tier
he
villain.
he already villainous just off of that. So yeah,
I
A
was gonna
tier.
say automatic A tier. He's a freaking Nazi, bro.
Next
Oh
up,
yeah,
Reverse
you know,
Flash.
the petty guy, the S tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I know.
Reverse Flash is S tier.
By the way, ain't no bonus list, Moped. It's like his whole
Bruh.
villain is related to one
Whether
dude.
it's canon or not, he will always have moved so fast to jerk off Barry to make it seem like he got off from a touch on his leg. I don't care whether it's canon or not, it happened.
Yo, he is King of Petty. It's like all his villainy reflect on one dude.
Bruh, he is only here because Barry didn't like him. He was like, "Oh, you don't like me? I'm finna make your life hell forever."
It's no more villainous than one person.
That's
Villainy.
true
He
villainy.
literally told Barry at one point, "I'm doing all this shit so you can spend time with
Exactly. Like
me." Bro,
real
Captain
deal
Petty
villainy.
is.
Like I said,
The
it's
villain.
S tier. There ain't no other way.
He's a villain.
Next up,
In
we
the
got a very
truest sense of the
popular
word.
Sabretooth.
I give Sabretooth B tier. He's put Wolverine through some shit.
Sabretooth, I'll give him a C tier.
Oh, okay.
I got B2. Lala, what you got? Sabretooth.
I don't even like him.
Well, then you can send them all down to C tier, or he can be B tier. I think he's B tier. I
I
honestly
agree
think
too.
he's B.
Well, if it's 2B, 2Cs, we go with the lower number.
Yeah, I can't put him up there with the Beyonder. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see when you put it like that.
Sandman.
D tier all day.
Scarecrow.
B tier for me. I'd put Scarecrow in B tier just because he be getting niggas on drugs, and then they get you can get addicted to the Scarecrow's freaking scare gas stuff. Like that is horrible. Could you imagine being addicted to being scared?
Thrill seeker.
No, but then this is really going to... Well, I guess, dang, I was going to say this is really going to kill you in the end, but the thrill seekers, all it takes is one wrong thing.
Scarecrow, Nightmare Toxin, all that. He a C tier.
Oh.
I got him at B. Lala. Do we break the tag?
No, I really said B or C.
Oh.
Like, I feel like B is a solid choice. I don't think he's like one of the...
He can't be in the baddie group, you right?
Is Scarecrow really up there with Brainiac, Riddler, Carnage?
You gonna put him with the baddies? You gonna put him with the baddies though?
I was going to say that. No, I'll change to C because I agree.
Yeah,
even though he's with the baddies.
These are with the baddies, bro.
We got the baddies in C, so you know.
Too many niggas above him just have they're like, my tolerance is different, bro. Your scare toxins ain't working.
Right.
Next up, we got the Sentinel.
Ooh.
Why wouldn't you just put Master Mold outside of the... Or wait, hold on. Which Sentinel are we talking about?
This Sentinels in
The
general.
robot-
Sentinels in general, they're a C tier villain.
Don't somebody
Yeah. Master Mold would be the...
Master Mold is, and who the nigga that created him? What's his name?
Trask.
Yeah, Boulevard Trask.
Yeah, Bolivar Trask.
Next up, we got Shocker, aka Miles Morales.
Shocker. Shocker's
Also known as Jamie Foxx.
right. I'll put Jamie Foxx in C tier.
Yeah, I agree. Jamie Foxx can go into C tier.
We got a special guest I want to invite to this party. Shredder.
S tier.
Shredder. Shredder is S tier, bro. He put the
Shredder's
turtles.
S tier villain. You know what I mean?
He got Kung Fu on his side.
Right.
Next up, we got Baron Zemo.
C tier for me.
Yeah.
I could honestly put the Baron in D tier, but I feel like
Yeah,
C
he could go to
tier.
C or D for me.
I love Baron too much to put him in D, so we got to put him in C. We got meathead. Hey, if y'all know the bomber just meatheads and Enchantress.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of dumb meatheads inside there. Sinestro up next.
Sinestro,
Sinestro is B tier in my opinion, maybe A tier, but B at the lowest. He's the original Yellow Lantern.
I could give Sinestro A.
I can agree with that, so you can go A.
I like Sinestro.
A is a good place for Sinestro.
Talia Al Ghul. That's who that is. You can't see the head, but Talia.
Where do we put her daddy at? Because she gotta go get
her
daddy's A tier.
Put her with the baddies. Just put her with the baddies.
So in C. Yeah, put her in C. Just throw her in there with the Talia ain't race. She did her dirt though, most definitely.
Was trapping a nigga from child support.
We got why put ugly Modok up in here with the baddies? Run around.
Yo, Talia should get Bruce Wayne for child support though. She definitely bruh. That would be a banger.
Bruce is broke, so you know what I mean, you can't really get shit from him.
Oh,
he broke as hell. You know what I mean?
Dang.
Next up, we got Taskmaster, not the one from the movie, the real.
I put Taskmaster in C tier.
Taskmaster, I'll give him a B.
Nope.
I want to give him a B too. I love Taskmaster.
Well,
that's Taskmaster. That's Tony Master.
I ain't gonna lie.
He's got a. I do like the whole.
I ain't gonna lie. I might be just putting him in B. I might just put him in. I'm putting him in B just because I like playing with him on the video game, which is great. I love Taskmaster.
I'll be trashing niggas with Taskmaster on that joint. I ain't gonna hold
Hey, Taskmaster is a solid choice in any. Marvel vs. Capcom though, when he gets that, he can do some dope stuff with the whole Hawkeye moveset. It's really cool.
Well, I don't know why he's on here, but okay. Penguin. Oh, I ain't talking about. I'm talking about.
Penguin B tier.
I just kind of agree with how to take him down.
He's a villainous.
B tier. You know what I mean?
Next up, we got
villainous.
Next up, we got Trigon.
Trigon's an A tier in my opinion. Power wise, he could be up there S tier.
Yeah, he is one of the more powerful villains on this list, but B tier.
Oh,
you said B?
He said B. I said A. So where do you fall, Zell, man?
I put him B.
Okay, B it is.
Steppenwolf.
D.
By the way, I don't know why he on here, but he's rated as a popular villain. But Venom, I don't know why he on this list.
Because of the movie.
Yeah, Venom.
He was horrible.
You've proved many a times why Lobo should have been on this list.
Hey, I only give you two, and I give Venom and what's his name? I give you Venom. I can't argue Venom. Venom saved the world. Well,
he said
technically,
more than twice. And his whole Venom's comic book run is stellar right now. The whole Meridius
about him that stands out.
So what we put in Venom since they rated him on this popular list?
Venom, just because of how he harassed Spider-Man in the '90s cartoon, that's S tier alone.
Yeah, I was going to say Venom off of he's the King in Black too.
I'll give Venom an A tier. We'll give him an A.
Okay, I can agree with that. Like I said, he shouldn't be. Yeah, it's like if he's above
the incel god, the incel king.
Joker is S tier.
The god of incels is S tier.
Yeah, most definitely.
By the way, the Joker is absolutely the Joker. Actually, like I'm finna let Superman kill me and then say, "Hey, Batman, I won." Yeah. You know how villain you gotta be? Just like I drove the most powerful being in this world.
He's one of the few villains that actually has amazing singles comic runs, like the whole Joker War and everything. His run is God Emperor Joker, or not even God Emperor Joker. When he was when he took Mr. Mixel-Spittle's power.
Yeah, that's when he was God Emperor.
Yeah, God Emperor Joker. But I keep on thinking, I wasn't sure if it was God Emperor, like, because of God Emperor Doom.
Listen, the Joker, the only person to turn Batman evil and Superman.
Very true.
He has no purpose. His purpose is literally to prove that people aren't good like they pretend to be. And that's
He's
the
like
most villainous thing.
one bad day, and you can be just like me.
The man took Professor Gordon's daughter, dog, and
So
broke her leg.
tortured her and took very illicit photographs, and
Yeah,
then
the Joker is
tied him.
definitely S tier. You know what I mean?
He then tied the man up naked and made him watch him on a slideshow like it was a vacation.
Right.
Here's the
Joker's a
vacation of me
sick dude.
torturing your daughter. Oh, by the way, she's paralyzed
right
now.
behind Doom is where he belongs. So I agree.
Yeah.
Tor might even got his name from the Joker, the king of incel. The king of the incel Lord, man, Joker. Even more than Andrew Tate. He's the true king.
Yeah, Joker beats out Andrew Tate at the end of the day.
By the way, interesting fact, the top three that we got at the top three are literally the number 1, 2, and 3 in almost everybody's list. Magneto, Joker, and Dr. Doom.
Well, I mean, there's some cold
There's some
niggas.
smart people. You know what I mean? Because they got Doom in that list. So you're smart. You know what I mean?
So that's a good list. I appreciate everybody for watching. Let us know what you think of the list. I think this is a pretty solid list of people.
I'm digging this list. You know what I mean? We did good.
I don't feel like we did anybody super bad. No one was too unjustly placed, I feel like.
Special shout out to the baddies list right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say CT.
Put all the baddies together, you know what I'm saying? Put them all together. So.
Definitely all the baddies in C tier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's Amanda Waller, right?
And then there's Amanda Waller. You know what I mean?
See, there was all the other. See, we're inclusive. We ain't putting down.
Do we move Enchantress with the baddies just because?
I can definitely agree with that. We could take her up from B just to put her in C with all the other baddies.
Killer Frost can stay with shit.
Look at MODOK just sitting there right in the middle.
Right, with the grin.
Yeah,
he know what's going on.
I was gonna say he was like I strategically ended up in C tier. I promise.
Yo, would y'all watch a show with Talia?
I thought you were about to ask us if we watch like For the Love of MODOK, just a dating show where MODOK goes through trying to find his true love.
For the love of MODOK, I would
exactly. I would too. I would watch For the Love of MODOK.
The dudes in the who pulling the most in C tier with the baddies list? Who we got?
Who's pulling the most?
We got Baron Zemo, Two-Face, General Zod, Sabretooth.
No, I got my boy Black Manta pulling the most Jones.
People love Craven though. Craven.
Yeah, I was gonna say Craven.
Yeah, Craven is a
Sabretooth if they're into the rugged. If they're into the rugged type, Sabretooth's good.
Baron Zemo got that money though. Baron got that money.
Yeah, he do got Baron money. You know what I mean? So
Two-Face, mad stoic. He could gaslight him into some crazy relationships just with his mood swings.
Well, Amanda Waller and MODOK hosting a dating show between everybody in the C tier would be amazing.
Hey, Amanda Waller could probably be knocking them down on the low.
We're gonna do a C tier perfect match.
The C tier perfect match.
The perfect match is Emma Frost and MODOK.
That's a crazy matchup. I'm not gonna hold you. That's a crazy matchup. I do appreciate everybody watching. Thank everybody for
giant floating head.
A giant diamond.
Shout out to that list. That was a good list. I think it's interesting. We saw some really powerful people. We got a pretty good list. We got a balance, I felt like. And it wasn't just like you had the people mixed in with the great people.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got all the tasted. There were all your different levels of villainy.
Yeah. So you have local people and everybody. And shout out to Dr. Doom and Joker and Magneto for being the top.
I was gonna say there wasn't no other way.
Yeah, definitely. But I appreciate y'all for watching. Shout out to Lala for being a special guest. And Tori as well. Next week we will be doing superhero. So I'm looking forward to that.
Return.
We're gonna fight to see where Batman is because we seem to love Batman but got a hatred for Batman at the same time.
Yeah.
Batman is low-key a villain, but
I was gonna say he could have been on this list
next week why he's a villain, low-key. You know what I mean?
I mean, half the people he really could like. All the real wanted was a friend to tell jokes to. All
Batman
on
is
it?
just the Joker with a sense of justice. That's
I
all
was
it
about
is.
to say that's why it only takes one bad day, and they're the same dude.
FD Signify did a video on that.
Joker ideology is real.
That's what it is, man. Shout out to that poster by Lala. That's a dope poster. I need to get a poster actually.
Shout out to the display.
No, baby got this for my birthday.
Ooh, shout out to Hollywood.
I was gonna
Shout
say
out to
getting them points, yo. You know how it is.
You know what I mean?
But
You know.
next week we could do an anti-hero list too soon. So I'm looking forward to
Best
that.
anti-heroes, I'm with it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I was
so
gonna
that'd be
say.
fun
As
too.
long
But
as
next
we
week,
know Deadpool is like, at the top of the
I was
list.
gonna say. Look, I guess if Lobo's an anti-hero, he's got to rank pretty high too.
yeah, so we'll do anti-heroes soon, and we got some interesting people in that list. Then, but next week we'll be superheroes. I appreciate y'all. Everybody, tell us where they can find you, and remember to like and subscribe. By the way.
You already know AfroComedy765 on everything. Of course, you can catch me on Overall 99 Media, being an Overall 99 scumbag. Casual conversations every Wednesday, and Just a Fan Wrestling's on Fridays. You know the vibes.
By the way, go get that merch. You see the merch link right above Tori on his top
Get that merch.
Bada
left.
bing.
You know what I mean?
GTM, get that merch.
So get that merch. You know what I mean? Up next we got my co-host. Shout out to him. We got Hollywood Sensei. What can they find you? Let me put
Yes, sir. It's your boy, the co-host, GGC Mafia, Hollywood Sensei of the Blur Cartel, CEO status. I mean, you could catch me. I am John Moran's lawyer. Don't forget that. You know what I mean? But you can catch me on the Blur Cartel Facebook.
How you let the
YouTube.
pictures get lit?
That's part of the plan. You know what I mean? That's we
And the
working.
ball shorts wilding, as Monte would say.
Like my boy will be back by the playoffs. I'm just letting you know. But Blur Cartel everywhere: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. And also follow me, Hollyhood_Sensei 2 and 5 on all social media platforms. You know what I mean?
Lala, what can they find you?
Podcast.
Okay.
What it sound like podcast every Thursday at 7. You know what I mean?
Hey, what we getting? When we getting that versus? The 20 for 20. Who we saying?
We're gonna do Ludacris versus 50 Cent. 20
somebody did argue that, and I was like,
Luda versus 50. We're gonna do 20 for 20, Luda versus 50. And
That's
also
crazy.
you can follow Miss Lala. It's so random. Don't forget the Z. You know what I mean? All social media platforms. If you type it in and she not there, she not there. You know what I mean? Bay-Chan every Tuesday. That's catch her on Bay-Chan, Blur to Prove Entertainment. Also the What It Sound Like podcast and the Honey and Cocoa podcast every Friday. You know what I mean? At 6:30. We'll make sure Pacific time, 9:30 Eastern. You know what I mean? And also Blur Cartel After Dark. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Blur Cartel After Dark. They going crazy. Shout out to BMT. Want to show love to him. I thought he was supposed to be here, but I don't think he showed back up. He might have to be working. But shout out to him. Go follow my boy. Subscribe to his channel. I appreciate everybody for watching. You know where you can find me. Always here at Overall 99 Media. You can find anything Overall 99. Anything. I'm on it. Probably going crazy. Doing something. You can find me on Twitch at Zelmay. Probably randomly playing random games of Skyrim that looks vastly different from the next one. Or Wulong, which I'm still trying to beat the tutorial boss, which only 40% of people have beaten. I mean, they said 60% of people ain't beat the tutorial boss yet. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
How difficult is this damn game? Sheesh.
Like the rest of them ain't as hard, but I'm gonna beat the tutorial boss.
Is it as hard as the grafted scion at the beginning of Elden Ring?
He might be a little harder.
Ooh, that could be fun then.
Wulong it ain't optimized quite yet, but it's fun game. It's like it played like Sekiro. It really played like Sekiro. So I'll probably be on that. Might be on the Atomic Heart, High on Life. I might be on that whole Game Pass. Personas. I might be on my Game Pass grind soon. So let's go play them games. Probably gearing up Elden Ring again, make a new character so for when the DLC come out.
Shadow of the Erd Tree coming.
Yeah, so I'm making a new one make a new character for when the DLC come out. So that's what I'm up to. So follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Zelmay, or on Overall 99 Gaming, because I'll probably do both. Remember to like and subscribe. Y'all might not know us yet, but soon you will. But until then, it's...
Who are these niggas?